The road to 1,000 breaking runs, rack 104. We got 9-ball, 9-foot table, 4 to 1/8 inch pockets using a template rack, trying to make the 1 ball on the side here on the break. Nice big smooth stroke. 1 does go on the side. Cue ball goes off left-hand long rail back to the rack as intended. The 2 and the 3 on this end of the table with the cue ball. I did have a little bit too much draw on the cue ball, but that's fine. What a starter shot here to get this rack kicked off. Also, switching my cue ball to protect my brand new measle ball. I break with my old measle ball just in case it was to go off the table or something. So I switched those, but this 2 ball in the upper right-hand corner pocket. Nice big stroke here. Again, 4 and 1/8 inch pockets. Got to hit this ball fairly decent with this much speed. Shooting the 2 about 630 on the cue ball, hitting the left-hand long rail, bouncing back over for shape on the 3. A little unfortunate to get on the rail here, but I pocketed the 2. I was very happy with this shot. That would not be a fun shot betting real big, I can tell you that. Cue ball ended up on the rail, but I have a nice angle to roll the 3 in. Basically center high spin around 12 o'clock. Send the cue ball at the left-hand long rail back out for the 5 here. The 6 and the 7 on the upper left-hand part of the table. I'm just walking around here to see where I want to leave my cue ball. That way I can play shape nice and easy for the 6. I basically created a cone right there. Put my cue in the middle of the cone after I was done. That way I can visualize. If you guys would hit that like button, I greatly appreciate it. That way I can visualize a good area to leave my cue ball. Pocketing the 5 here, low left spin. Basically around 7 o'clock on the cue ball. You see me kind of lean into it there. I came up a few inches short. I created a cone prior. If you want to go back and check it out, I'm not in that cone. So I have a little bit of an issue now. Instead of playing a stop shot or something very simple, now I got to pocket the 6 with low right spin around 5 o'clock. Nice easy stroke though. If I hit hard, I possibly hit the 9 ball. I gave the spin time to take. I had to bounce off that right-hand long rail back out to the middle of the table. Again, that's all because I did not get in that original cone that I created. But all right, the 7 to the 8 ball here. I got the 7 in the upper left-hand corner pocket. Look where I put my cue on the table. Look at that. See that spot where I put it at? That's where I want to leave the cue ball. Pocketing this 7 ball with a little bit of high right spin here around 1 o'clock. Again, remember where I put the cue there. Nice smooth delivery, pocketing the 7 ball. Nice and smooth. See the cue ball kind of arch a little bit. And when it ends up stopping, I'm at least within 2 inches. That was a great speed shot. I wish my other shot would have been that great, to be honest. But this made the rest of the rack fairly easy. Pocketing the 8 ball, high right spin around 1:32 o'clock on the cue ball. I basically stroked that 8 ball in a little bit to go 1, 2 rails back out to play shape on the 9. You don't want to hold the cue ball over on the right side of the table. Stroke the 8 in. Make sure you make it. Let your arm get a little bit loose. Just as I am now, I'm giving this 9 ball respect. I'm getting that arm loose in some practice strokes. Get down the 9 for the upper right-hand corner pocket. Shooting the 9 ball in. That will conclude this rack on the road to 1,000 breaking runs. Appreciate you guys watching. If you would, check out my sponsors. This was a kind of a fun rack there. That starter shot on that 2 ball was a good one. I was pretty happy with that one. But again, thank you. I appreciate it.